Good evening, everyone. Happy Sunday. This is Sunday, March 15th. Welcome to our Leadership Development Call. My name is Miriam Kareem. So happy to have everybody here so that we can learn and grow our businesses and just take this network marketing thing by storm. Um, Quick trip to the newbie corner. I wanted to mention something that I didn't take seriously, excuse me, until now. And that is, I don't know how many times Coach Will has told us to keep track of everything, every conversation, every person, keep your numbers, everything. And I've been keeping track of everything that I've been doing for, I guess, the last 3 weeks. And it's been encouraging as far as how many conversations I have per day. It's been very encouraging as far as the averages. My averages are going up constantly as far as the response rate that I get and um, as far as the quality of the conversations that I'm having. Please keep track of your conversations. Keep track of, um, I think Coach Tina has a nice book, the little pink book. It's like a paperback book on how you can keep track of your conversations and kind of build your business. I'm just using this notebook. I believe Valerie Haley gave me this. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's just a notebook. This is today, by the way. I don't know if you guess you can't see it, but sorry. But someone gave me Valerie Haley gave me this notebook, and I've used it for other things. But I said, you know what? I'm not going to go out and get anything special. I do have Coach Tina's book, but this has more pages in it. So I wanted to just fill this book up. And by the time I feel like I fill this book up, it's going to be on and popping. So that being said, I'd like to introduce you all to our teacher tonight, Coach Will Zanders. He is a multiple seven-figure earner in the network marketing world, a seven-figure earner at our Green Organics company at HBN, and our first six-figure earner at Goldesana. An amazing teacher, always has um, great insight on how to build your business. Always surprises me with just insight on how to grow your business, how to approach your business, um, and overall, just a great person. Coach Will Sanders, are you available, sir?
I am available, Miriam. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
All right, and I am fresh out of a meeting, traveling right now in Roswell, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. And I want to give a huge shout out to Coach Charlotte Whitaker, as well as Kenya Wooden, Derek, and Lynette Jamat as well for putting together a really fantastic meeting. Got a chance to just reconnect with a lot of our amazing team members in the area, share a lot of wisdom with them. I think based on what was shared, it felt like 3 hours later, it felt like we were in an actual boot camp event, and I had an absolute blast, and I hope they did too. And this is some amazing product training, some things that we have not uh, ever trained on before. Just had some great new material for everybody. And if you weren't there in person, that's okay. If I don't see you before then, like in Copperas Cove, Texas in April, I will see you in Dallas in August, and we'll get you all caught up on the latest and greatest, like we talked about today. And I want to thank Coach Marcus Jones for putting this call together, and thank Miriam Karim as well, up and coming leader in the industry, for all that she does for her team, but really for the whole team and company as well. So thank you both so much for that. And not going to keep too much time tonight, because I do want to get home to sunny Florida at some point. But every major event in this profession, it reveals the same truth. The people who are awarded for things that walk across the stage, the people who get awarded with the big checks and things of that nature, the people who are building teams across cities and across countries, and some people are building teams around the world, they all share the same traits. And our Dallas event, August the 21st to the 23rd, I believe is it's coming in August, and it is going to be an event that separates spectators from serious builders. And I say that because there has not been a time in our lifetime where the world is at such a place of not just chaos, but really unstable times. We've never seen anything like this in our lifetime. And in the training tonight, we're going to be breaking down some top traits of top earners in the network marketing industry, their habits, their mindsets, their behaviors, the traits that constantly show up amongst leaders who build large organizations. Okay. But that's just going to be to get you in the mindset to start adopting some of those traits that we talk about tonight before Dallas. In Dallas, it's not just an event, to be quite frank. I've already started working on curriculums for it, and we have some amazing speakers going to be taking the stage and some amazing awards going to be given out. But we're going to be talking about the mindset that turns belief into momentum. Some of you have the skills, but there's a certain mindset that allows you to change your belief into momentum. We're going to be talking about leadership from a level that makes duplication impossible to not have. We're going to be talking about daily traits and daily disciplines that produce predictable income. A lot of people in this industry make some money, but how many people are making money that is predictable? We got to get to the level, and we'll do it this August, where we get your income that's coming in predictable. Okay. And we're also going to be talking about and teaching you, empowering you with the posture that attracts serious business partners and experienced network marketers, because you're going to need to have an identity shift in Dallas, Texas. You're going to need to have an identity shift. And that's actually what the event is. It's the identity shift. And it's going to turn distributors who are really good into top earners. So Dallas isn't just an event, it is a destination for leaders. So for those of you who don't already have a ticket, that's okay. It'll be online, and that'll be totally fine. But for people who are leaders, if you're already starting to identify yourself as a leader, Dallas is specifically designed to develop those traits over the course of one weekend so that you show up like the kind of person who belongs on stage. And every major leader in this profession, regardless of the company, has that in common. They all show up where leaders gather. And you got to ask yourself, am I ready, willing, and able to show up where leaders gather? Okay, because that's where belief is going to get bigger, your vision will get clearer, and organizations get built and maintained at events. So the real question tonight, before we get into the training of top traits of network marketing top earners, it's not can you go to Dallas? It's are you serious enough about your future during the most unstable time in the human history of our lifetime, where you are serious enough about your future to be in the room where the magic really happens? And that's just a question that you need to mull it over within yourself. And I think we have like 9, I don't know why or how, but we have like 9 in-person tickets left. You should, if you don't have a ticket, you should probably get a ticket. And similar to Vegas, I don't want to hear any of the, oh my gosh, I wish I would have been there in person. They did so much extra stuff. And that, I don't want to hear that in Dallas. All right. You got plenty of time to get it all figured out, but invest in yourself, believe in yourself, trust the process, and I will see you in August. Now, here we go. Number 1, top traits of top earners in network marketing. Number 1 is, and this is for the record, this is not going to be a list of traits that you are familiar with. These are not, this is not a regular list of, oh, they're good leaders. No, this is the different type of list, different type of traits, and big point, and I cannot forget, thank you, Kenya, I cannot forget Tiara Moore. I made that mistake at the event because Derek normally handles food, but Kenya and Tiara handled snacks and refreshments as well. So I apologize for that misstep. The second time I did it tonight, won't happen again. But Tiara was there with just some amazing testimonials, amazing energy, amazing leadership, and also between her and Kenya, they did make the event very, very hospitable. Because without those ladies, Lynette and Charlotte and Kenya and Tiara especially, and Derek, I can tell you, if it was just me doing it, they would have been there with bottled water from the car. And I just train. I don't do all of these fun and frills. And it's just something unique to that group. And Patty and Richard were there to support as well, and Tapith and some others were there. Really, really special. Crystal was there, really, really special, and made it a really great home environment for everybody's guests. And I absolutely loved being there. It was amazing. So that being said, let me dive back into it. Tiara, don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. I got you. I got you. All right, number one, top traits of network marketing top earners is massive belief transfer. Okay, number one, these are not in order, okay, not in any particular order. Massive belief transfer. Top earners can transfer belief faster than other people. Top earners have an ability to do what we call massive belief transfer. They can really help people, they can literally convince people that the product works. We're not in the convincing business, but I just don't have a better word for massive belief transfer than convince. They can convince people that A, the product works, B, that the opportunity is real, and C, that the system duplicates. Okay. Belief is the equivalent in network marketing of the ability to jump in basketball. The better a jumper or leaper, the better your vertical leap is in basketball, the more likely you are to be good at basketball. The more your ability to transfer belief, like if you can transfer belief really good, that's the equivalent of jumping as high as Michael Jordan. I kid you not. That's how valuable it is. Belief is the network marketing equivalent, the MLM equivalent of athletic explosiveness. Okay? Massive belief transfer. Type that in the chat if that concept makes sense. Massive belief transfer. We're going to transfer them some belief in Dallas, Texas. Believe that. The second trait we're going to talk about tonight, the top earners in network marketing possess across the board, is going to be one of my favorite. It is relentless consistency. The second one is relentless consistency. The biggest earners repeat the boring actions daily. And I'm going to say that again for my people who don't like the boring actions. The biggest earners repeat boring actions daily. All right? Presentations, follow-ups, attending events online or in person, doing onboarding calls, teaching the pay plan, okay, sending out samples, getting samples into the marketplace. All right. Those boring actions are done daily by top earners because we understand that duplication is built on repetition. You might want to write that part down. Duplication is built on repetition. Okay? Just let that land. All right. It's similar to how NBA players like Steph Curry repeat the same shooting drill in the same spot from the same place on the floor thousands of times. And then when they get into the game and score 50 points, it's like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. They scored 900 points in practice that day because they made 300 or 400 shots. So scoring 50 points, getting 25 shots at the goal to go in is not hard when every day you're putting the ball in the goal 3, 4, sometimes 500 times. It's the same thing in network marketing. It's not hard to go do a presentation until a room full of people, some you know, some you don't know, if you've done it 500 times. It's not difficult to do a follow-up if you've done it 2,000 times. It's not difficult to prioritize and handle logistics to make it to an event if you've been to 15, 16 events. It's not hard to onboard a new rep or make an order and get some samples into the marketplace if you've done it every month for the last 3 years. Okay? Duplication is built on repetition. All right. Number 3, top traits of top earners in multi-level marketing and network marketing. So important, so underrated, rarely discussed is number 3. And number 3 is emotional immunity. Not just emotional maturity. If you're an adult, you should be emotionally mature. Emotional immunity. I've never heard another network marketer mention that. It's so important. Emotional immunity. Listen, multi-level marketing at the top levels include constant rejection. Top earners develop a thick skin. They don't quit when people say no. We get no's. I got a no yesterday. Like no's are totally okay. We don't quit when leaders leave. We don't quit when the money goes down and back up and then back down and down again, back up. We don't quit. We treat rejection and disappointment as a normal part of the math. If you take nothing else away from that trait, which is emotional immunity, understand no matter what happens, we do not quit. But as far as rejection and disappointment, things just don't go your way when they should. The person who said they were going to join doesn't. When weird, the person you thought was going to be great done quit. Like whatever it is, treat it as a normal part of the math, and you'll be okay. All right. Number 4, top traits of top earners in network marketing: leadership gravity. Well, what is leadership gravity? It is people naturally start following you when you have enough leadership gravity. When you're the type of leader that attracts people to you, not because of what you give or what you say, but by virtue of who you are, of how you move and how you get down, you become an attractive individual. I don't mean romantically attractive. I mean people are attracted to you because you look like you know where you're going and what you're doing. And people want certainty. People want to follow a person. They need to follow a person who is confident, especially during these truly uncertain times. All right. When people naturally start following you because you build yourself, you invest in yourself with audios and CDs and MP3s and 4s and events and products and books and videos, when you invest in yourself, you're going to develop by default. It's impossible to not develop a strong posture, a clear vision, real authority, like real authority. When you have a certain amount of leadership gravity and people are being pulled into your orbit by virtue of who you are, not necessarily what you do, your presence pulls teams upward. Okay. The person on your team with leadership gravity, especially if they've worked on themselves a lot and have a lot of it, in sports teams, they are the franchise player of the organization. And you can ask yourself, you may say, I have a team of 6, 7, 8 people. Is your leadership gravity to the point where you're the franchise player, or the people that you've sponsored who, even though they have less experience than you, they're the franchise player because you're not stepping up to the level that you're capable of doing? Okay. On your team, ask yourself, and sometimes a team can have a few franchise players and different franchise tags to put on their players in sports, but ask yourself, in this team, when we have events, when we have calls or things that I'm allowed to participate in and Zooms, am I a franchise player? Now, it goes without saying, people like Miriam and Coach Marcus and C1, people who contribute to calls, and Coach Charlotte and Kenya, people who are contributing and TR are contributing. Derek are contributing. They're franchise players. We understand that because the value they bring to the table. But if you're not in a position yet where you have a strong local organization like in Georgia, or you're not in position yet, ask yourself, are you a franchise player in training? Are you pouring into yourself so much that you learn so much and accomplish so much that we're asking you to train on stage in Dallas, Texas? Because the success you're having in 2026, we want you to share that with other people in hopes that you can inspire them. Okay? Are you a franchise player? And here's the thing, you know if you are. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to overthink it. You either are or you aren't. You're either investing in yourself and looking to give value whenever possible, or you're not. Okay? If you want to be a top earner in this industry within the next 6 to 12 months, if not longer, you want to be a franchise player. From a mindset standpoint, you mentally need to be at the level of a franchise player. All right? Number 5, what do top earners do and think and how they function that is different from non-top earners? Number 5 is duplication thinking. Okay? Amateurs, and I'm not knocking amateurs. I love rookies. I love our people that have been in the industry for a while. And this is not a 100% absolute rule, but it's about 95% accurate. Rookies think, how do I sell more? How do I sell more stuff? That's what rookies think. Okay. Professionals think, how do I build a system that anyone can repeat? Which is where we got the best system from that Coach Marcus teaches every week. We come up with that because we do not need to focus on selling more. You'll burn out. You'll burn out from just trying to sell products all day long, all night. You'll burn out. That's what amateurs do, though. And they just kind of figure out how to sell more product, and they almost inevitably do burn out. Professionals think, how do I build a system that anyone can repeat? Because duplication thinking creates residual income. I'll say that one more time. Duplication thinking creates residual income. I know you're thinking, I know you're smart. Are you thinking from a duplication standpoint? Just let that land and think about it. And give it a second. Are you? Are you? Okay. Let's do another. Number 6. Identity level belief. Elite performers in this industry don't just want success. We really believe it's who we are. Okay. Like Michael Jordan really believed he was the best player alive. Top network marketing earners, we really believe that we are destined to lead massive organizations and help our friends and families at levels that no one else could ever do. We truly believe that. Psychologists call this identity-driven behavior, where your actions start matching your self-image. All right. We'll talk more about that on the No Ceilings call next weekend. Number 7, I believe it is going to be the traits that all top earner network marketers have. Number 7 is obsessive skill repetition. Okay, obsessive skill repetition, not just reps of the basic things that people do every day, like Steph Curry shooting a shot. We're talking about the advanced skills too. For example, I'll give you some of them. Because elite performers are going to repeat these key skills when we talk about obsessive skill repetition thousands of times. So the same way Jordan practiced shots consistently, top earners are going to be practicing at this level. We're all the way up to number 7 at this level. They're going to be practicing presenting. They're going to be practicing storytelling. They're going to be practicing closing. They're going to be practicing leadership. The secret is boring repetition done obsessively. Okay. Number 8, high pain tolerance. It's right up there with emotional immunity, but deeper. Okay. Deeper. High pain tolerance. When top earners survive long stretches where things go wrong, you got to be able to survive. Don't quit. Keep plugging in. Keep working. Keep getting your products. You got to be able to survive for long stretches where things go wrong for a long time, but you do not quit. Okay? High pain tolerance for a top earner also includes criticism. It includes failure. It includes rejection. It includes betrayal. It includes uncertainty. It includes disloyalty. Okay? It needs to handle when products sell out or when the pay plan bonuses change or something like that. You just got to understand, top earners survive long stretches of time when nothing is going right. Okay? Put that in the chat, high pain tolerance, but only put it in the chat if you understand what I just said about staying and being effective and working and surviving in this industry for long periods of time where stuff just ain't going like you want it to go. Okay? Just got to understand that. This is a crucial concept. It's high pain tolerance. If you don't have it, you won't make it. If you do make it, you won't last. And I'm talking to all my leaders in training out there. Michael Jordan was cut from his team in high school, which is crazy to think about. A lot of network marketing millionaires struggled for years before they finally had breakthrough. All right. But when you understand that you don't quit no matter what, pain becomes fuel instead of a stop sign. it becomes fuel. You just got to accept that. All right. This next one, I think it's number 8, maybe number 9. Not sure. Somebody can tell me in the chat. Whatever this next one is. It is called opportunity vision. Okay. Opportunity vision. All right, we're on number 9. Perfect. Thank you, Jessica Hill. Number 9, opportunity vision. Top performers see opportunity where other people see chaos and confusion. Warren Buffett saw value in companies that others ignored. LeBron James sees passing lanes in basketball that other players just don't notice. Okay? In this business, top earners, we're looking for emerging trends. Okay? We're looking for overlooked markets that need to be serviced, and we're looking for scalable systems. All right? We get trained to spot those things, even if they aren't in the same way that you would think. Okay? Number 10, long-term thinking. It sounds, I know, sounds overly simple, but it's not. Most people think what happens this month or what happens this week. Elite performers are thinking, what does this look like in 10 years? What does this look like in 10 years? Michael Jordan built a billion-dollar brand. Buffett compounds investments for decades. Network marketing leaders, real ones anyway, build organizations that are going to outlive us. Now, I'm not mad about that. Okay. Now, before we wrap the call, let me give you a hidden trait. All right. A hidden trait that is rarely talked about. But it's common to network marketing top earners. And that trait is environment engineering. Elite performers and top earners from all walks of life, we control our environment. We control our environment. Elite performers are going to surround themselves. We surround ourselves with certain types of people, and they'll, go back and forth about it. But we surround ourselves with ambitious people. We surround ourselves with competitive systems. We surround ourselves with mentors, and we surround ourselves with accountability. Environment shapes behavior. So that's why teams, masterminds, and training communities matter so much. All right. They matter a lot. Now, these traits are going to appear in every elite field, be it business, network marketing, sports, music, the clergy, teachers, whatever it is, those traits are going to appear. But the mental architecture of success is nearly identical regardless of the traits. Okay. The mental architecture of success is nearly identical. Now, there is one more thing that's really interesting, and there is one psychological trait, just one, that trumps all the other ones we talked about, which are really good, but it will predict success more than IQ. This next trait, the last one, will predict success more than talent. It will be a predictor of success more than skill. And it shows up in almost every single billionaire and elite athlete. You better believe it. And if you want, I can show you what that is. All right, and here we go. The number one bonus success trait, last one for the night. Put a 1 in the chat if you've enjoyed the one so far. And do me a favor if you're taking notes. Put what your favorite one was. Before I read this secret bonus success trait, put in the chat, what was your first one? What was your favorite one that we covered so far? I see high pain tolerance. Love that. Love that. High pain tolerance. Environment engineering. Yeah, you got to make your environment a certain way. Long-term thinking. Love that one. Yeah, gotta have that. Gotta have that. Let's get 1 or 2 more. Long-term thinking, high pain tolerance. Okay, yep. Got to figure it out. Ooh, obsessive skills repetition. I see you. That's the one. Yep, I see it. Okay, let's get back to it. Give this last one. The number one top secret success trait was the concept that was popularized by Angela Duckworth. And for those of you who are in personal development circles, you may have heard her name before. But her research studied elite performers in sports, business, the military, and academics And the number one success trait that she could identify, you can add this to your list of the ones we have so far, but that trait is going to be grit. Grit, grit. And if I had to describe grit, if I had to define it, such a strange word, grit is going to be a combination of sustained passion over time, like towards your goals, sustained perseverance over time towards your goals. Grit is not just working hard for a while. Let me tell you what grit is. Grit is staying focused for years, possibly decades. Okay? Ms. Duckworth found that grit, that toughness, that dog on a bone, just can't let it go, gotta win, gotta figure this out. She found that grit produced better success. So it produced success better than intelligence tests, IQ tests, academic scores, natural ability, and so much more. Okay, what does grit look like in real life? Grit is Tom Brady was not the most physically gifted early on. Neither was Michael Jordan, by the way, not the most physically gifted. But they had extreme persistence. Brady was drafted almost number 200 overall and became one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. Okay, ever. But that grit, that toughness, like I will not be distracted or made mad by getting drafted in the fourth round to the point where it's distracting me from what my mission is. Absolutely not. All right, just understand that. So grit as applies to network marketing is top earners show grit through we continue after rejections. We just keep going. We rebuild teams after setbacks and we present thousands of times. All right, it's just grit. The people who win are usually the ones who simply stay in the game longer. All right, they just stay in the game longer. That's how it goes. Now, we've talked about the different traits with a couple of bonus traits in there. We talked about how professional athletes in any area are going to use the repetition, extreme repetition, to really get the skills there where they need to be. It's not that top earners are that much better than other people in this industry, but according to some statistics I saw earlier, the average rep is going to get one sign up. The decent, pretty good rep who tries is going to get 10 signups, but the elite level operators, like the people on this call, are going to get 100 signups. So the average tip top earner in this industry has over 100 signups. But it's not that they're that much better than the rookies or the amateurs or the new people. It's the fact that an amateur will do 10 presentations and get one sign up. Well, there are leaders who get more people like that, but it's not necessarily from it's not necessarily from being better. But if the rookie did 10 presentations and got one sign up, the professional is going to do 100 presentations and get 10 signed up. And that's with the same skill set as the rookie. And then you have top earners who are going to get 100 signups, but it's not that they're that much better than the mid-level operators. It's the fact that professionals are committed to doing 1,000 presentations, online or offline, doesn't matter. Okay, 1,000 presentations will get you 100 signups in the same way that one presentation will get you one signup. So it's really just about the numbers. Top earners don't necessarily have better skills than all the other network marketers, but we simply create 10 times more exposures by whatever means possible, as long as it's moral, ethical, and legally sound. Okay. Now, as we wrap this up, I want to thank everybody for hopping on. If you have any questions at all, and I mean any questions at all, go ahead and put them in the chat. While we're waiting to see if we have any questions there, I want you to understand just a few more bonus traits that I've noticed in athletes as we're doing this. And I'm going to give you two. Just extra little bonuses. These aren't important as the other ones, but they were in my notes, and I didn't want to hop off without giving y'all all the traits that I could, muster up in this time frame. But one is going to be spatial awareness. And when I say spatial awareness, it's awareness of things that are not yourself, like somebody who can read the room. Okay, put in the chat if you've heard that phrase before. Read the room. Not special awareness. Close. It's spatial awareness. Spatial. Spatial. Okay, they can read the room. You've seen it before. People, and top earners who have spatial awareness, they see the game differently. They process rejection differently, but they see the game in this strange 30,000 foot overview. They see it in a different way than people who do not have spatial awareness see it. They cannot read the room to save their life. The other one is going to be competitive fire. That'll be the last one we cover tonight. Just a little bonus trait. Competitive fire. I don't know any network marketers who at some point in their career before they got, big and bad or whatever, where they didn't have a competitive fire where we like winning or we hate losing more than we like winning. And I just had to accept the fact that some people are like that. Okay. Some people they're just like that. They just got a competitive fire. And if you happen to be in their conference and on the opposing team and you had to guard one of them, they was giving you the blues because they're so competitive. All right. And a corollary to that, but not really, is going to be adaptability. Great operators, great performers are going to evolve as the game changes. And when you can do that, you are setting yourself up for some absolutely magical, magical, magical results. Now, the people who are already committed to Dallas, I'm going to tell you, there are some people who are going to be in Dallas. There are some people who are going to hear about Dallas. There are some people who will watch Dallas from wherever else, okay? And some people will be in Dallas, building the future of their business. And the question is, which one are you? That's the question. Which one are you? Are you going to hear about Dallas? Are you going to watch clips from Dallas and pictures that other people post? Or are you going to be in Dallas building the future of your business? All right. That's where we are with it. All right. No questions. All right. I think we are good. I think we're good. All right. I appreciate y'all wrapping up about 15 minutes early. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Coach Marcus Jones, for dropping the links in the chat so people can get the tickets in Dallas, Texas. Please be there. You are going to get I think we just stopped counting, but it's at least $3,000 to $4,000 worth, if not more, of personal development, audios, and training. Just as a bonus. Come there and really get your mind right. Okay, just showing up in person and getting value like that is unheard of. By the way, it's absolutely unheard of. Absolutely unheard of. All right. All right. Well, thank y'all so much for your time. I cannot wait to see y'all. We'll be in Copperas Cove in April with Tommy Waldron. I do not believe we have another meeting set up for yet in May, which is good. I might just kind of locate in May, but I cannot wait to see y'all in Dallas, Texas. It's going to be absolutely amazing. All right. So thank y'all so much for hopping on. We will see y'all tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So says Coach Marcus with our testimonial calls on how we start and end our day. Just an absolutely magical call. If you've never been on it before, I highly recommend it. Highly, highly recommend it. And we'll go from there. Good night. God bless, and we'll see y'all soon.